Okay, YouTube, today we're going to go over why you should read the King James Version. Let's start with Psalms 119, 105 to 107. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. I have sworn, and I will perform it, that I will keep thy righteous judgments. I am afflicted very much. Quicken me, O Lord, according unto thy word. Help, Lord, for the godly man ceaseth, for the faithful fail from among the children of men. They speak vanity every one with his neighbor, with his flattering lips, and with a double heart do they speak. The Lord shall cut off all flattering lips, and the tongue that speaketh proud things, who have said, with our tongue we will prevail. Our lips are our own. Who is Lord over us? For the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy. Now will I arise, saith the Lord. I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him. The words of the Lord are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace of fire, purified 7 times. Thou shalt keep them, O Lord. Thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever. The wicked walk on every side, when the vilest men are exalted. Psalm 12, 1-8. Scholars have been trying to perfect the English translation of the Bible for centuries, but is it possible that the art of its translation peaked once King James I of England revealed his project of epic proportions, the King James Bible? Many others have attempted to put the Bible into their own words by paraphrasing or making additions or subtractions. But the original King James Version offers the most exemplary literal English translation using the highest quality Greek, Latin, and Hebrew scriptures. No one has yet matched King James' efforts to make the most faithful, accurate Bible meaning. There are plenty of reasons to use the King James Bible over other translations, especially in today's world filled with unfaithful, paraphrasing translations. The most popular English translation of the Bible during King James I's time, the Geneva Bible, was filled with political bias from religious reformers exiled by Queen Mary I. For this reason, he intended to create a translation that would offer the entire Bible without scalding commentary or innuendos about the throne. King James' translation was meant to be a Bible that any English-speaking individual could read at home or in church, and it succeeded magnificently. Over half of Bible-toting Americans read from the King James Bible. Many Bible translations go thought for thought or modernize the English language for the convenience of the readers. However, the King James Bible's flowery language uses the most accurate word choice for the time period in which it was written, allowing for a more accurate telling. King James hired several teams of scholars to consult multiple languages and manuscripts, so the word choice reflects the exact meaning of the original texts. Even one word out of place can completely change the meaning of a passage, such as the Revised Standard Version's translation of Isaiah 7:14, which uses young woman in place of King James Version's virgin. Any words the translator added for sentence structure or clarity are printed in italics for transparency. The King James Version audience includes people who want a version of the Bible that has not strayed far from its original rendition. Changes to the King James Bible during the past 400 years have included merely fixing printing errors and editing the spelling of certain words. There have not been any significant changes to the context of the King James Bible in its original form. Other Bible translations may offer updated additions with significant changes, but the King James Bible will remain the same and remain your go-to choice for an English Bible translation. King James I of England requested the assistance of more than 40 Bible scholars and translators when he began his Authorized Bible Project. He split the theologians into 6 separate committees that focused on significant portions of the Bible. The King James Bible is famous for using the Textus Receptus, which is the Greek New Testament published by the Dutch scholar Irenaeus, as a base. Many modern translations use the New Testament in the original Greek, which was created in 1881 by Westcott and Hort, 2 scholars who treated the Bible as any other book and prioritized older, heavily edited manuscripts over accurate manuscripts. New commentary from rising scholars or old theologians provide lovers of the King James Bible with new content to study alternate perspectives. Every time you read the authorized text, you may find something different on which to take notes. The most egregious error a Bible translator can make is paraphrase. Paraphrasing while taking notes or giving sermons after reading the text out loud is common. However, paraphrasing and passing it off as the Word of God is essentially the same as twisting His words to be your own. Some modern Bible iterations, such as the Living Bible, are infamous for their paraphrasing. This paraphrasing resulted in an even longer, wordier Bible than the King James Bible. A paraphrased Bible may be easier to understand, but you won't get the same effects as you would with a King James Bible. If a Bible translation is imperfect, then why must it be published? When the King James Bible was originally created, there was no standard Bible that anyone could access. Today, there are too many Bible translations to count. Some new Bible iterations are published with new materials that were once thought to be long lost, but many trendy Bible translations are published due to greed. Even Bible translations that offer newly found material may have used unscholarly manuscripts that were never meant for the public eye, or that theologians have not yet extensively researched to determine their original purpose. Publishers and authors often want to take advantage of the confusing market to offer honest Christians lackluster translations of the Bible. However, the King James Bible remains the same, allowing loyal devotees to use it for their studies and church services without severe variations. There's no such thing as a King James Bible in other languages besides English, but due to its literal translation that stays true to the original Greek, Latin, and Hebrew texts, other languages' literal translations have no problem following along. Many bilingual Bibles use the King James Version of the Bible as their English counterparts. The other language in a bilingual Bible will be a King James Bible equivalent, such as the recent Reina Valera Gomez RVG Spanish Bible from 2010, preceded by the Reina Valera RVR Spanish Bible from 1960. The RVG 2010 is currently the closest equivalent to a Spanish KJV Bible. I don't know about this claim. If anyone's Spanish and read this version, let me know in the comments if it's legit or not. But I personally cannot vouch vouch for that one personally. The King James Bible is your preferred resource for studying, praying, and preparing sermons for many reasons. Why you have chosen the King James Bible over other English Bibles will differ from anyone else's reasons to use the King James Bible over their other translations. Maybe it has been the home Bible for generations, or maybe you love the poetic flow of Old English paraphrasing. You don't have to justify your reasons in order for them to be valid. Just reading that article just to give you guys a couple reasons to look into the King James Bible version for yourself over a bunch of these other weird translations that are coming out or are already out. Here we're going to read Revelations 22:18-19. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, God shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, God shall take away his part out of the book of life, and out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book. I'm not going to say that this is for believers. If you are saved, if you are born again, there's nothing you have to worry about. There's nothing that can separate you from the love of God, nor your eternal salvation, which was promised when you believed on Jesus Christ. But this verse would show that God takes his word seriously. I do believe that the King James Version is the finished, perfect word of God. Not saying you have to believe that to be saved, but we should be taking this seriously. What we're reading, we shouldn't just be flippantly letting these new just scholars supposedly make up new Bibles for us to read, and a lot of people act like they're just these holy men of God when a lot of them are not even saved. If you read some of these new translations, they completely change what it means to be saved. In another video, we're going to compare some Bible translations to the King James Version, but you can see in a lot of them that it turns the gospel of Jesus Christ into a works-based salvation, and it introduces stuff that makes you question, if you're saved or not, because it's like being saved. In the King James Version, a lot of uses saved. So yeah, stay away from these false Bibles. They're no good. I don't even think you should keep them in your house. I wouldn't give these to these false Bibles to my worst enemy. I would give them a King James Bible. Yeah, please don't have anything to do with these false translations. Stick with what you know. Stick with the King James Version. Look into it. It's very solid. I mean, it's a great book. God bless. All right, have a great day. Thank you for watching this video.